Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV 101 video. In this series, we take a look at basic features or concepts in the game that new players might miss or just straight up not know about. This video, I feel, is super important because I realized a ton of new players don't know anything about squadrons. So squadrons are a feature that unlocks through your Grand Company once you reach the rank of Second Lieutenant. The feature gives you access to a group of NPCs that you can send on quests, train, level up, and eventually run lower level dungeons with. As you're leveling your first job on your character, make sure to collect Grand Company seals as you go and use them to raise your Grand Company rank. That could be the Grand Company hunting log, fates, Grand Company leaves, anything. Just make sure that you're actually getting Grand Company seals. There are a couple of dungeon quests to do on top of that, but once you clear those and reach Second Lieutenant, you'll be given a quest called Squadron and Commander. This unlocks the barracks in the Grand Company and provides you with 3 squadron NPCs to start you off with. So now that you have squadrons unlocked, you can unlock more NPCs to train and utilize. This is done by going through your challenge log and completing various objectives. Upon completing them, there is a chance an NPC will apply to be in your squadrons. Back at the barracks, you can check any enlistments and decide if you find them fitting for your needs or not. I'll include a link that gives you all the details you need to know about recruiting them, and just keep in mind you can only have up to 8 recruited at one time. Different NPCs can have different classes and appearances that you can even glamour over, as well as a variety of behaviors that can enhance their utility on missions, such as changing what items they're able to bring back. You also have 3 squadron-specific stats that you must balance when you send them off to complete squadron missions on their own, and they greatly affect the success chance of those missions overall. But anyway, these things are just kind of the basics of squadrons. They are not the reason why new players need to get invested in them. There are 2 important reasons why new players should get access to the squadrons ASAP. So as you're going through your squadron missions, you'll eventually be given the option to complete a level 20 squadron mission and attain rank 2. Once you do this, you'll be able to start running command missions, which are basically select dungeons your squadrons have been cleared for. This essentially gives you access to solo queue into dungeons with your squadron members as NPC helpers and spam them to level up alternate jobs or earn some gear. The EXP obtained from this rivals and even at times surpasses that of Palace of the Dead or even standard dungeon queues, and can do so up until the mid-50s once you've optimized it and gotten better tactic options for your squadron members. Oh, and those new Aetheryte earrings and all the other EXP items that you might have from the various different things in the game, yeah, those get a lot of mileage here. So this is a great thing to unlock to level your secondary, your third, your fourth, your fifth, whatever, level anything after your first job. And it's something a lot of people miss out on, and then they just go through Palace of the Dead and they hate it, and this is better for the most part. So, a top tier leveling option is already nice enough, but I did say there were 2 reasons that players should focus on unlocking squadron missions in the first place. Now, once you attain rank 3 after completing a level 40 squadron mission, and you'll rank up to First Lieutenant with your Grand Company, there are weekly missions that upon completing them, reward buffs that emulate that of tier 3 free company buffs. They only work on yourself, and they only last for a few hours, and they also don't stack with your free company buffs. But they will overwrite weaker versions of the same action, and on top of that, it's nice to collect these in case maybe you aren't in a free company, or you don't really like the free company actions that are currently being used. They're super convenient to have, especially going into a new expansion when your free company might just be focused on something like combat EXP, and maybe you need crafter and gather EXP. And on top of that, maybe your FC doesn't have tier 3 actions because they haven't made them yet. There's plenty of reasons to go out of your way to at least try and collect some of these. Now, there are also other rewards, such as an emote for doing 10 command missions, increased Grand Company ranks, and various other items for the missions themselves. Overall, this is a feature that can certainly be overlooked by any player, but it has a lot of great uses. It can be slow to get rolling, admittedly, but once you do, it's very worth it. Hopefully it gets some updates in Shadowbringers to make it useful for leveling maybe into the 60s. We don't know that. And if you have any other questions about squadron related stuff, not only does the link I have in the description probably have the details that you're looking for, but I did do a video on squadrons a long time ago, and while there have been updates to the number of dungeons available and certain other rewards and ranks that are available, it at least has all these basics that I mentioned in much greater detail, so be sure to check that out on my channel as well. Anyway, that is going to be a wrap for my video on squadrons. Really wanted to get this one done, even though absolutely nobody requested it in my last 101 video. If there's a topic you think that I should definitely hit on in a 101 video, be sure to put that in the comment section of the video below. Anyway, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for the next one. Until then, take care.